morning and welcome to today's Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name's Jenny McCormack and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire in the UK. Thank you for joining me this morning. It's a Monday morning here as I'm live, but I appreciate people watch this on catch up and all over the world, so at different times of the day or night. So good day to you, whatever day time you're watching. Hi Jeanette. So I thought we'd have fun with this stamp set today, and this is called Delivering Cheer. And I have the stamp set on the side, but this tends to reflect, so I'm just going to hold the catalogue up. And this consists of 2 sets of legs. It's on page 32 of the Christmas catalogue, and it has 2 sets of legs. One is a dress or a coat with boots, and then one is a pretty skirt. And then we have 3 different tops that you can add to that. So we've got this one here, which is a Christmas tree, this one here, which is presents, and this one here, which is flowers. So this reminded me of my childhood in 2 forms. One is where you have those flip books where you can create characters. You select, you know, like a head and then a body and then the bottom legs and things like that. And the other one, and I'm trying to think of the name of it, was where you had a piece of paper and there were a number of you together and you would draw a hat, for example, and then you would turn the top of the paper over and pass it to the next person, and then you draw a head with a neck, and then you turn it over and pass it round, and then you draw the body, and then the legs, etc. And I can't think what we called it, but then when you'd finished you opened it up and then you had this weird and wacky character with, you know, like a big head or a small head and shoulders, and it was really good fun, but I can't remember for the life of me what we called it. When I saw this stamp set, it reminded me of that game effectively. So if anybody knows what that was called or what they called it, then do comment and let me know. So we'll be using this stamp set today. Hi Kerry, hi Carol, hi Jill. So Kerry has said, is anyone else having the video pausing briefly? Hi Babsy. Oh, excellent. Not Jeanette. So hopefully, well, it may be, I'm hoping it's just one person. Well, not for your sake, Kerry. Maybe log out and log back in again, possibly. But I don't know what that game was called. And there were lots of different variations on it. You can have animals and things like this. Jill says it's okay. So it may be at your end, I'm afraid, Kerry. Sorry about that. So does anybody know what that game was called, where you had a piece of paper and you did a head and then turned it over, passed it to the next person, and then you did a body and then legs and stuff like that. And we did also with sayings as well, wasn't it? You know, but I can't remember that at all. Anyway, as soon as I saw this, it reminded me of that, but also the sort of fold over books where you match a head with a body with legs and come up some weird and wonderful people. So it's called Delivering Cheer, as you can see. And in the sample, which is on page 32, there's 3 samples. One is the winter sample, and then we've got a Christmas one, and then we've got it being used as a tag, because it does have a nice to and from. The sentiments say warming thoughts to you this season and sending love and Christmas cheer. There's a little bit of ground, that's always useful. And then these can make, I'm not sure that you can see them particularly well. So patterned tights, you can put them on here, or they could be like leg warmers. So let me show you a sample, and this is like one we're going to create today. So for this one here, I've used the pretty skirt and all of the presents. So this is perfect for, oh good, Kerry's back and it seems better. This is perfect for a birthday card all year round. I've obviously done this in girly colours. I've used fresh freesia, and I've actually done some paper piecing here for the skirt. For today, we're just going to keep it nice and simple. Good morning, Karen. Nice to see you again. Thanks for joining us this morning. So, this is what we're going to do. So I am going to use another one of these scallop designs, and this will be one of the this will be the card for our coffee and card for Friday and next Monday, because I thought it's quite good fun with your two sets of legs and then the different tops, and then you can either colour them in or you could stamp and cut out. You could also decoupage the presents really easily. And then I've stamped the happy birthday here because there's not much space on the main card. If you did it as a larger card, obviously you could have a birthday sentiment or a Christmas sentiment down the side. So as I say, you've got 2 bases and 3 tops. So I'll do one of each of the bases, and then you can choose the 2 tops, so whether you want a Christmas one or whether you want the flowers. Morning, Catherine. So, and you can see, yes, you probably can't see it here, but I'll show you the little tights. They're very cute. Hi, Christine. Great of you to join us. It is dry here at the moment, but we did have rain here overnight. So let's give this one a go. So delivering cheer is £17. Morning, Sylvia. So let's get cracking. So nice simple crafting for a Monday morning. This is exactly as I like it, as you know. So I am going to use a mat underneath because it is photopolymer and the stamps are relatively detailed. I have got a spare piece because I might cut out the presents, or I mean with these you could cut out just 1 or 2 or cut out the whole thing, and the hands are all dealt with on the top half. So what I might do is grab another one and do 2 different bottoms, but let's do the alternative bottom, which is the coat and the welly boots, or the dress skirt and the welly boots. Unusually for me, I'm actually using Memento black ink. Yes, I don't quite know why. I think it's because I wanted black wellies, but of course you could have coloured wellies, and I think this would have been actually nice if they had left the wellies open, so you could have put that any colour in them a bit easier, but that's just me, because I quite fancied seeing some yellow wellies. But you could of course stamp that separately, you know, using the pens. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this at the bottom and hopefully fairly centrally, like so. And this the patchiness on the boots is part of the design, okay, to give it a little bit of interest. So which top half shall I add, do we think? Oh, nice, Christine. Christine's checking out Retreat Centre. I am feeling fine, thank you, Carol. Yes, black for a change. So what top would you like? So this has got the present, so I would like to choose one of the others, maybe the flowers rather than the Christmas one. Sorry, I just need to have the end of my coffee. Jeanette, Carol says tree and flowers. So let's do the flowers for this one, and then I can do another one with the Christmas tree. So the lining up of this is really simple. All you want to do is line up the bottom of the sort of arms with the top of the skirt. So let's ink this up. Yes, Christine, absolutely. This is perfect for paper piecing and decoupage, because so I've done some paper piecing on the skirt here, but you could also decoupage the parcels and have them, you know, lifted right up. Okay, so I'm going to pop this on here, and the edges of the cuff I've just put a little bit above. Now I have got a camera between me and that, but that's fine. What I didn't want to do is have it come down too low. So this piece here at the bottom I've taken to be the bottom of the paper with the stalks coming out the end. I did wonder if it wasn't a scarf here. Let me have a look and see if it tells you, if it gives you any more information. No, not really. I think you can have it as either, so I think you can make that into a little scarf, or you can have it as the paper around the flowers. So this is a great one for colouring in if you don't like doing faces, because there's no faces at all. Let's stamp the happy birthday. So this is from a different set. You have got Sending Love and Christmas Cheer and Warming Thoughts to You this season, but I want this to be an everyday sort of card. You could also have just a thinking of you or something. I might actually wait and see if I can find a thinking of you card sentiment. Yeah, no espresso. Barbara, that makes a change. And good morning, Carol. Lovely to have you back and joining us after your busy time, and great to have Christine back and with us after being busy. So let's just do some straightforward colouring in for this, and I'm going to use my blends pens, but you could use your Stampin' Write markers because it's quite a small area. You could also use watercolour pencils for a watercolour effect. I think you'd get away with any of those. Let's stamp the little tights because they're very cute, or leg warmers, or whatever you want them to be. I could do with a small block, but they're all packed away ready for coffee and card this afternoon. Let's do some red, I think. Why not? So I've got Poppy Parade. This would be a good beginner stamp set as well, because you could just use one ink. You could just get away with one ink and either some colouring pencils or some blends pens. Yeah, do you know, Christine, I was about to say exactly the same. I think because most cards are sent by women, and that's why Okay. But yes, I have fed that back, that a pair of, you know, trousers or men's legs would, men's legs, that sounds bad. Trousers would be good. So these little fun leg warmers just fit in there. They could also be tights as well, I think. Oops. There we go, if you can see that. Very sweet. Okay, so let's do a little bit of colouring in. Straightforward. Quite tempted to do red for the coat as well. So I've got Poppy Parade here. I've got Poppy Parade Dark and Poppy Parade Light. So I'm going to just do this. So this could be a coat. So just a quick bit of colouring in. My UPS man coming. Thank you. Thanks. Excellent. That's the stamp set and dies I need for our class in a box, so that's perfect. So details went out this morning and are on video from yesterday for our class in a box and our in-person classes. I'm going to do this the same. There we go. So that's the dark Poppy Parade. Oh, Karen's got a delivery due today. Oh, Kath Kidson. Yes, quite a small area though, isn't it? But that skirt would definitely work. So I'm going to do some paper piecing tomorrow. And the other thing I'm going to do with this is use the Give It a Whirl dies. And so that you have the three, so you have presents, flowers, and then a birthday sentiment popping through those windows. I thought that would be rather fun, so that will probably be Wednesday. So some paper piecing tomorrow. So I'm going to look for some ditzy flowery paper. There we go. So I have left a little bit of a gap there when I was stamping, so I've just literally filled that in with the ink. Oh, Liberty or Laura Ashley, absolutely. Okay. Right. That, not quite sure. So these are like gloves, mittens here. Not quite sure what colour I'm going to do those. So let's do the flowers. So I definitely need some bright yellow in there. Of that there's no doubt. So there's not really a great deal of colouring in for the flowers. You're sort of just colouring over. Oops. There we go. And then you've got the paper here. So again, that would, you could paper piece that as well, couldn't you, Christine? So I'm just going to literally sort of go over that as much as anything. Let's have a bit of green. So I've got light granny apple green for these bits here. So really easy colouring in style, which makes it, as I said, a really good beginner set as well, because it's minimal colours and things required. So Black Mittens, says Jeanette. Yes, I might do grey so you don't lose the outline. I need to practice colouring in black. I need my black sheep to be done, and I have been putting it off because I just don't feel confident in colouring in black. Oh, excellent, Kerry. Love those birdhouses. Let's see, what other colour shall I pop in there? I always feel like I want to do red. Would that be too much, do you think? That one. Let's see what colours they've used. They've used sort of blues and brown. Oops. Oh, got a bit carried away there, didn't I? Got a red stalk on that one. Just do a bit more colouring over it. And maybe just a different colour of green. Let's have a look, see. And then for the wrapping here, I just want a really light blue actually. I've got light pool party. So I hope everybody had a nice weekend if you're watching this on a Monday. Go. So this is going to be the same underneath. As I say, that could almost be a scarf if you wanted it to. Go. So I'm going to do a light grey for my gloves until I practiced doing black, but that was a good idea because it would match the black there. Cute. This would be a good one to sit and colour when you're sort of listening to something else or watching a television or something. So I'm just adding a little bit of shading here. Thank you, Kerry. As I say, Stampin' Up have done the work. But it's a sweet set, and it's an unusual set. We did have something similar, which was a host. I'm pretty sure it was a host set last year that you could get if you ordered over a certain amount. So it's nice that they brought it back as a purchasable stamp set. But like Christine, I do think a pair of trousers would have been good, because then it could be from a, you know, it could be from a grandson or son, couldn't it? But hey ho. Okay, put those out of the way for the minute. Now I'm going to put a sentiment on the side, but I'm going to put something else. So let me have a look. I really want a thinking of you or something like that. So this is always a good set for thin sentiments. So I've got think of you, sure do miss you would work on there as well. Thank you. Oh, get well soon would work as well, wouldn't it? Perhaps I'll do this one as a get well soon. Ah, that's why you're away. A husband. A husband. You'll have to explain, Christine. Oh, I see, bringing flowers. So get well soon, up the side. Yes, it's a bit tight for that one. And you think one or two? So I quite like the balance of this one with the two. So let me know. And I think I'm going to stamp it in Poppy Parade. Let me just stamp that on a piece card. Make sure my stamp is nice and clean. Sorry, I'm laughing because the cat's just got in the dog bed with the dog already there and kicked him out. Kicked her out, rather. Two. Everybody says two. Good. There we go. Brilliant. Great comments, ladies and gents, if you're watching. Right, so this is going to fit a standard note card and envelope. So I'm going to look for a Poppy Parade piece. I have got real red. I did organise my pieces into colours. I think I'll get away with that. Do you reckon? And here is our note card. So a nice easy card to get us started for this week. I could add a bit of bling on as well. Let me just flatten this down. So, find some glue. Two, three. Onto there. Hopefully this would cheer anybody up. So. And do we need a little bit of red bling? Do we think? It's blowing a gale out there tonight. This morning even. Dear dear. Right, I know I have some red, bright red ones. They'll do perfectly. Let's use these. So these are a red rhinestone basic jewels. One, two, and three. And I think the envelope deserves a little bit of attention. So I'm thinking that I should be able to stamp this element off the bottom of the envelope. So I'm just going to give that a go. Just going to pop a little bit of paper underneath, just to protect the mat a little bit more. So here it is. So I reckon I can stamp it right at the bottom so that the arms are, you know, just hopefully just out of sight. Thanks, Babsy. See you later. Look forward to that. There we go. There we go. Try that, see. There we are. And I'm just going to colour that in exactly the same way as I've got here. Which is Pool Party. I'm probably not going to do any shading as it is just the envelope. There we go. And I do love our envelopes, both the note card ones and our normal ones. They've got a really nice finish that takes ink and everything really well. So I've just coloured that in. There's a little bit here that would have been the edges of the arms, but I've just done it all in the blue. Pool Party, and then let's just recreate those same colours. If you're worried about it going through to the back, which only really matters if you're doing a lot of colouring in, then just pop a piece of card inside, and then I'm just going to use that as my sample, just so I've got it roughly the same, although I guess it doesn't really, I don't think it would really matter. That one and that one. So I wonder what everybody's up to today. Is Monday a craft day for anybody, or is it a housework day? For me it's a morning crafting and an afternoon crafting at Coffee and Card, and we're going to be doing those fun penguins, and I'll be adding some detail to my class in a box as I was waiting on the stamp set and dies. So that's good. So the samples for my class in a box come out by email, and you can also find them on my Facebook from yesterday. So thanks to everybody who has ordered so far. The men's cards proving to be popular choice, but they'll work for women as well, so it's just the designs can be used a bit more like male cards. Thanks, Jeanette. Oh, Carol's going out for lunch as it's one of her neighbours' 98th birthday. Karen's car's in for a service. Oh, so she's going to be crafting with a little bit of housework. Jill says a bit of this, a bit of that. And Kerry has been making cards for the Christmas Stampathon challenge. How exciting. Do tell us more. Bum, bum, bum. And the other colour I used was soft sea foam. Not that it's really critical for the envelope. This would be nice with lavender type colours, wouldn't it? Because that could be a lavender. So there we go. So we transformed, well, I've used two different parts of the stamp set anyway, but from a birthday card to this one, being a get well soon card. Shall we have a quick go at doing a Christmas version? I know some of you will have to go anyway, but I don't think I can miss it out really. So let me find, if I can find another one of those panels. I'll use this one. It is a shimmer layer, but it will do. I think the rest are all packed for coffee and card this afternoon. But we can have a bit of shimmer. So we could go quite fancy with the other skirt, I think, couldn't we? So I'm not going to do paper piecing today. I'm going to do some of that tomorrow. Or do you think we should have the welly boots with the Christmas tree? Oh, decisions. Oh, thanks, Kerry. It's on Facebook and open to everyone. This month's theme is Baby It's Cold Outside. Oh, nice. I'll look out for that then. If it will let you put a link in here, please do. The skirt. Okay. The skirt it is. Yeah, if you can put the Facebook link in, Kerry, then please do, because a lot of people love challenges and stampathons to get them stamping. Actually, I have seen some examples from Baby It's Cold Outside, I'm sure. Carol says the boots, and I've got one for the skirts. I'll do the skirt for now. There we go. And let's grab the tree, because I haven't used that one yet. It's this one here. Swap this over. Does anybody remember the name of the game where you do different things, turn it over and then pass it on? I'm hoping someone will come up with the name. Ooh. So it's going to be a bit tricky because it's it's a bit too big for that one. And now they've done boots. I wonder if the boots are these are any shorter. Let me just try. Obviously I can use a bigger panel. Let me just see if that will fit any better. I mean, it still works, but it needs it. Wrong side. I think it's more designed for this one because it's got more of a dip here where the hands go, whereas that's a straight across skirt, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, still a little bit close. But it's definitely a better fit, so it's definitely intended to go with that. There we go. Yeah, so if you look at this one, the top of the skirt is much wider. Well, she could have a very, very narrow waist, couldn't she? Of course. So for this one, I'm going to do obviously a green Christmas tree. And I'm going to do a yellow coat. If I can't have yellow boots, I'm going to have a yellow coat. Oh, okay, thanks, Kerry. I will look for that and I'll add the link in. So if anybody wants to join in the Stampathon, obviously read any rules or regulations that's in the group, but I will post a link in here. So thank you, Kerry, for that. This obviously would have been ideal in red, wouldn't it? Oh, sorry, can you see that, ladies? Okay. And could have a different colour, but I'm going for the same yellow coat. Like so. Yellow cuffs. Well, we always like to be ahead for Christmas. So I will start more Christmas cards shortly, I promise. And I'm going to have, I really want a sort of cinnamon cider tights. But I know they are all packed. So we'll have grey granite tights. I don't know if you can see that in there. And then it better be shaded spruce, really, do you think, for the Christmas tree? And let's have grey granite gloves. Actually, the tights came out more brown because I'd used red last time. Okay, and a bit of shaded spruce, and do soft suede here for the trunk. So really easy colouring in. This is light. I'm just going to put a little bit of dark in first. There we go. And then the light one. So this is almost my scribble colouring in, but it's just a brush stroke instead. But nice and simple and easy. Do you think we should put some red dots on, like baubles? Or not? Right, now we do have Christmas sentiment that says sending love and Christmas cheer. If that will fit up the side. I will use it because it's part of the stamp set. Red gems, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Kerry. Let's stamp this one. So it's bigger than I would normally use, but I do want to use it from the set. So I'm going to pop this down on the right hand side in shaded spruce. Yes, actually this would be a great sample for the Stamper Artists. Well done, Carol, well thought. Because it'd be really easy just to do 3 lots of stamping if you had the tights or leg warmers, or just 2 lots and a sentiment. So this says sending love and Christmas cheer. Nice sentiment in its own right, isn't it, I think? There we go. Red gems. And we're done. So paper piecing tomorrow night, and I'm going to do the Give It a Whirl dies with flowers and presents on Wednesday morning. Just wondering if I need to do 3 or 5. I'm going to leave it as 3 for the minute. There we go. So a little bit of something fun for Christmas. Let's find, ideally, a shaded spruce base layer would be good. Well, I've got that, which is Evening Evergreen. I think I can get away with that. Some wet glue as I put some. I think this one's nearly out. Oh no, got a little bit left. There we go. And then onto a white card. Oops. Now our shimmer white card, which I've used there, is slightly off-white. So you could either mount this onto a white card or a vanilla card. Like so. Just wondering actually if I've got... So I've got some cut card in note card size. Something completely different. That is Bumblebee. So that matches my coat. So I'm going to go different today and have that. Good. I'm glad you're liking the cards, ladies. Go. And I think I'm going to stamp my little Christmas tree on there as well. So just to finish it off, but that's the main part of the card making all done and dusted. So thank you for joining me. So again, I'm going to stamp this off on the bottom. Actually, I could stamp it in green. Could stamp it in shaded spruce. Let me just try that. Oh yes, Father Christmas. Yeah, that's what they missed. They missed a trick, didn't they, Carol? Father Christmas boots. I like that idea. So I'm just going to stamp this right at the bottom. In the shaded spruce, just for something different, and then just use light shaded spruce to colour it in. And I'm not quite sure what I did with my other, oh, it's my envelope, because it's got that piece inside. Just tuck that in there. Just brush a little bit of this in. So as soon as I've finished here, I will set the video to upload, pop the kettle on and go and open up my Stampin' Up box. There we go. And I'm going to add that sentiment on under here as well. Oh, that's what's the link for, Christine? There we go. Sending love and Christmas cheer. That'd be nice on the back of the envelopes, wouldn't it? Right, let me have a tidy up. Show you the finished cards and I'll let you get on your way. So we've got that one, that envelope, this card here, and this one here. And this was my sample one that I'd made previously. So there we go. Appreciate you can't really see that. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, evening, afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. I'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday. UK time will be 7 p.m. and I'll be doing some paper piecing with the skirt and also with the presents. And if I'm feeling strong enough, I might do it for the little bit of wrapping as well. Yes, I think this is my favourite too. But there you go. So thank you everybody. Take care. I hope you managed to get some time for crafting today. Thank you so much for joining me, and we look forward to crafting with you again soon. Look after yourselves and your loved ones. Bye for now.